there, Capricorn. How you doing today? My name is Sherilyn, and I am here to do your, I guess this is going to be your weekly reading, okay? Because obviously I didn't get weekly readings out on time, and we aren't doing bonuses today, so this is the weeklies, okay? Sorry about all that. Hopefully next week everything will be back to normal. I'm just a little discombobulated this week, but here, this is for my Capricorns. Let's see what you get. Okay. So we're going to start this one off with the Empress, all right, followed by the Moon, and then we have the Hangman. So this is your backstory or your recent past. Currently, I have you with the Ace of Swords, the Death card, and then I have the Eight of Balloons, so the Eight of Pentacles, sorry. In the near future, we're looking at Judgment, the Fool card, and the Three of Wands. Okay, bottom of the deck for this reading is actually, ouch, the Magician. Got it. Okay, here we go. So the undercurrent to this entire reading has to do with you manifesting. I don't know if you're trying to, figure out exactly what it is that you want to manifest, or if you are trying to, I'm not sure what it has to do with here, but you're trying to manifest the life that you want, I believe. It's just a matter of whether or not you've settled on the path that you want to take to get there, I think. Okay, the card at the center of your read right now, so from almost every direction it plays into the equation, is the Death card. What this tells me is that your life is in the middle of quite the transformation right now. Things for you seem to be quite fluid, let's say. There seems to be a lot that's changing in your current situation, okay? So we'll see how they play in as we go. Let's start with the recent past. I have the Empress, the Moon, and then in the challenge position we have the Hangman. So you're presenting here as the Empress, so you are all that and 2 bags of chips, right? You are all the queens rolled into one. You are the person, your superpower is being able to nurture anything into the greatest version of itself it could possibly be. That is just what the Empress can do, right? Be it a couple of seeds that you have to turn into a garden or a business or a baby or a house or whatever it is. If you decide to do it, you can nurture it, make it the best version of itself it can be, okay? The Moon is the next card over. So although you're presenting here as the Empress, there is something in your situation that you are not seeing clearly, okay, for some reason. That could be because you're choosing not to see it clearly, or it can be because somebody's working quite diligently to not let you see it clearly. But whichever one is the case here, you are definitely in the recent past presenting as the Empress and not seeing things in your surroundings clearly. The challenge here is the Hangman. So you feel quite stuck, it would seem, in the current situation. So possibly you can feel that something's off or feel that you're not seeing everything clearly, but you just can't quite put your finger on it or get the clarity you're looking for, is what this looks like in the recent past. However, this is in your past. It's already happened, so we can't change it if we want to. It's already done. But it is the starting point that we're building the rest of the reading from, okay? Okay, so currently I have you at the Ace of Swords and the Death card. The challenge is the Eight of Pentacles. So the Ace of Swords would say that that's the sword of truth. So it would seem that you have found the clarity that you are looking for, because it looks as though you have found the truth at this point. That's where you're at currently. The truth has it's been a catalyst for some sort of transformation here. Which transformations rarely are fabulous, right? They usually feel like hell while you go through them. They're good once you get through them because they were necessary normally, but rarely are they fun to get through. So it looks like right now you're in the middle of some sort of a transformation that was brought about by some sort of a truth that came forward. The challenge here is the Eight of Pentacles. So the challenge is that you were totally committed or totally invested in whatever this was that looks like it's being transformed due to the truth. So for instance, if this was a job, you know what I'm saying, it looks as though maybe the truth caused this job to transform in a way so that maybe you don't have that job anymore. Maybe it's a relationship that you've chosen now to walk away from, possibly because of the deception at hand or something. So although it was necessary, it's not necessarily feeling wonderful right this minute, okay? In the near future, what do we have? We have Judgment, the Fool, and then the Three of Wands. So Judgment is here because it's obviously necessary for you to call judgment on whatever has just transpired here, right? Whatever was deceiving you. that you found out the truth about that caused the catalyst into the transformation is something that needs to be called judgment on. It looks like calling judgment on said thing will lead you to take a leap of faith in a new direction. The challenge here being your future, and the challenge being your future is just because there's some fear involved, because you thought you had figured out where your future was going to be. You thought you had already set this all up, and now it looks like it has changed or been altered. Okay, what else we got? I've got the Magician, followed by the Three of Swords, and then I've got the Ten of Cups. So, you're manifesting a way to heal this heartbreak, so that you can find your emotional fulfillment, find your Ten of Cups. Obviously, the trajectory has been changed on where that Ten of Cups is going to come through due to somebody's deceptiveness, yeah. I've got Temperance, the Two of Pentacles, and the Two of Cups. So what's on the block here, or what is at the base of all this, is not a job. It doesn't look like. It looks like it's a divine union. It's one that was functioning for a very long time with a total lack of balance in it. You were incredibly patient with this person and with this situation. You were so patient, you were patient to your detriment almost, you know what I'm saying? You excused their bad behavior by calling it patience, but in the end, it doesn't look like they left you much choice here. I have the Ace of Wands, the Five of Pentacles, and the Ten of Swords. I mean, right now I feel like you're just angry with the way this has all worked out, and you have every right to be, it looks like. Five of Pentacles, you're feeling deserted and abandoned, left out in the cold by the situation in general. Ten of Swords, you feel betrayed. And I feel like you have every right to feel that way. It looks as though this person was definitely not keeping their end of the deal up. However, it also looks like you are persevering and getting to the other side of this. There you go. Days of the week wise, I have Thursday, Page of Swords, and the Knight of Swords. This is you looking for a sense of clarity, both indirectly and directly. Friday, I have the Three of Cups and the Knight of Cups. It looks like there could have been an extra energy involved in this situation right here. With the Knight of Cups, I feel like this is a last-ditch effort by the person involved, the other person involved, to try to come in and try to save things. I mean, if you're on board with it, you can be. I don't know that anything's changed, though. Saturday, I have the Chariot and the Tower. This is a tower falling, and I think you're allowing it to fall. I really do. I think you just finally hit your limit, is what happened here. And Sunday, I have the Six of Pentacles, and then the King of Wands. I think you're dealing with the King of Wands is what's happened here. It's somebody who claims to want commitment, but then doesn't, or doesn't have the ability to stay committed. The Six of Pentacles is all about the fact that this person was giving to more than one, it would appear, and there was no reciprocity in this situation. I know it doesn't feel like it right now, but in the long run, you are better off outside of this than you were in it. You know what I'm saying? Just because this was never going to quite come together the way that you wanted it to. And I do believe there's something out there that will come together the way you want it to. Okay, Capricorn, that is what I got for right now. No matter what the cards say, go out and make it the best week you possibly can. If you made it this far in the video, can you do me a favor and hit the like, share, follow, comment, any of them, some of them, whichever one you can if you want to. I appreciate it greatly. And if you're looking for a private reading, just send me a message and I will get you the details. I'll never reach out to you first if somebody does. That's not me. It's a scam. Okay? All right, you guys, hang in there. Thank you. Bye.